done.
There are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Simons. That shot is off. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Edwards. Left side, McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to
I don't know what they were just going with the ball. That's crazy.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
A line change here for Portland. Here's Henderson. Pass to Rupert. Over Edwards. Portland again missing. The Timberwolves have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. No good that time.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's Henderson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line.
You vouching for that?
It's on Dante DiVincenzo. And let's take a moment here to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play.
Now you don't know what he can do.
You expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Now here's Edwards. Fader on the way. Walker pulls down the board.
Man.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Henderson outside. 32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 3. Back to Grant from deep.
Oh, big jump.
Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, Edwards
good shot.
on the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
But I'm saying, you vouching for that Stu Henderson? No, come on. All right, seriously, bro. Seriously. Like, okay, seriously.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game.
What I'm saying,
what we're seeing
just
from Anthony Edwards.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of
look
offense,
at him, bro.
and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense
There's no way
made
you
some
think
adjustments
this
at
thing can do all
halftime,
that.
but he has
They
the
can do it,
ability
trust.
to answer right back.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Jabari Walker is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Klingon, then it's Henderson, and it's Rupert in at the 2 guard.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Edwards, and he drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 13 now.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Henderson misses. Minnesota leading by 11. Nice move. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Jabari Walker. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Here's Ayton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
You vouching for
drive
that?
your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Simons with a steal. Three-pointer Sharp. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting is around 55% so far. Goes up from the top of the key, and he comes up with a bucket. DiVincenzo's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's a
Where's
move
my
you won't
steal?
see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Simons
He going to white boy.
off the outside. It's Sharp on the wing.
Big jump.
Connects from downtown. 5 points in the game.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
What?
Reed in the post. Defended by Avdia. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Avdia passes to Sharp.
Oh,
And he wills
He
that
made
one in,
it.
sinking it right through the back of the iron.
oh.
Sharp's got 7 points.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot
That
of
wasn't a
games in
foul.
his career.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy.
Bro, that was a
coach.
travel,
It was a great
bro.
move with a great
What?
Smile. It doesn't matter
This
if he
nigga
plays
slipping
well
and
or he doesn't.
sliding
Every day is
behind. What
same
the
approach and the
fuck?
same attitude.
Bro, ain't no
Wants to
way
be
you
great,
just
Allie.
vouched for
There's
that
no
one.
doubt about that. Here's Edwards.
Hey.
Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Simons against DiVincenzo. Looking to get it going. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Edwards on the move. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Here's Sharp.
Good
Here's
defense.
Ayton. Out to Simons. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Snatched up.
What?
Ayton. And stolen by Edwards. They're running. And here they go. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Here's DiVincenzo to the paint. Here's McDaniels.
And
So
one.
it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant.
I hate him,
Just
bro.
ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the
He missed
center of some
both.
big moves.
Oh, my
That's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Bro, why am I not getting
Blazers trail by
reads?
6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Off the outside. Pass to Simons. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Chris Finch has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Team in a rookie. What the fuck?
Now here's DiVincenzo. The three. That shot missing. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 6. And well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
Ready?
Minnesota leading by 6. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Simons with it. Pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. Let's go with a 3. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the
Bro, come on, relax.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponents to play great defense.
I told you, bro. Timing don't even matter,
bro.
They just won't give me steals.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And they're not happy with the call here.
Like, what? What does that mean? You still made contact.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, come on.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
Good on the second one. Minnesota leading by 3. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Why did they do that just so you can get a block?
DeAndre Ayton, such a patient shot blocker guy.
Just so you can get a block?
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Edwards, pass to Reid. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Yes, it's good. Edwards got 21.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Here's Simons. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Ayton.
Bro, how you lose, bro?
Pass to Kamari. Three-pointer Sharp. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Blazers trail by 3. Avdia left side. Pass to Sharp to tie it up. He trains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player's tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation. Oh, that's a big bucket.
What?
Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Oh my God. No steal is immaculate.
Outside Sharp, out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
Here's Avdia inside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. From 18 feet away. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards got 24. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Here's Sharp. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Reed. DiVincenzo on the wing. Knocked loose.
Shit.
Here's Avdia. Oh, it's blocked.
Get shit out of here.
It off the backboard. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland
Oh,
will
yeah,
have
it's not
another
over
go.
yet. It's not over.
40 seconds left to play in the fourth. Simons off the outside. Here's Kamari. McDaniels covering. Clock at 6. Gobert against Avdia. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, 22 seconds.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Edwards on the wing. Started by Sharp. Shot is good by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And here's Simons outside. Edwards for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous.
My. I want to go. They did what they were supposed to do. This is your GOAT. This is your GOAT. Bro, am I to go first? Hey, Darius.
Bro, we literally lost our third.
That's cap. Bro, we had the same amount.
That's different.
That's not cap. What turnovers? I had more than you. You scored more on turnovers than me. How? Now, who won?
Turnovers and fouls.
What are fouls at? Free throws. I had 12 free throws, missed. I made 8 free throws, missed 4. We wasn't fouling you. You was fouling us. Bro, you hitting people, we falling on the ground and shit. You had more steals. Can't say that.
I lost on turnovers and fouls.
Bro, you had, look at the steals, 8. Look at the turnovers, 7.
Bro,
We only had 6 steals. You at first, you thought I had more steals than turnovers. Be honest.
Bro,
You even had 9 dunks.
I say I lost on turnovers and fouls.
But I'm saying, I had more than you. So how can you say that's the cause of you losing?
Bro,
You took
had
15
2
threes
more
and only made 4.
Bro, you had 2 more turnovers.
That counts. Especially when you got 6 points off of turnovers.
You had 5, bro. Literally 1 point.
What difference do it make, bro?
And then literally.
And you
8
hitting
free
4
throws.
threes. You ain't gonna count that, huh?
Bro, you had 8 free throws.
What does that mean?
Bro,
That's 16 points.
Exactly. I only had 4 points off free throws.
That's because you.
Actually,
That's I wasn't fouling you, bro. I had
That's
8
what
more
I'm
points
saying,
in the
bro. I
paint
was
than you.
literally, bro.
You had more second chance points.
Bro, I was literally pressing square.
You had more offensive rebound. What does that mean? You was pressing square. What does that mean?
Bro, I was literally fouling.
So you saying that to say what?
Bro, I was fouling on purpose.
So what point are you making?
Bro, you won off fouls and turnovers.
That might have go. That's what I'm saying. see? Ah. Nah, be fair. Hey, that's what he said there. Hey, look, what does it say at the top? Current NBA team. I got Bucks. I had man. So who won last? Bucks Nets. Okay. So who won last? Bucks Phoenix. That's the question. Okay, bro. Now who won last?
I say that when I won.
Alright, bro. Alright. Okay, bro. You got it, bro. You see the games he played? You see the games he played? Yeah, it's all good right here. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Well, you was boxing, I don't know what you do, Jalen Brown. I hope you don't do nothing with it. Everybody go. Yes or no? Huh? Would you want to go trash team for trash team? That's what you trying to do? See, oh, I thought that's why you was picking the Jalen.
Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a
It's
daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive.
this nigga favorite song.
Crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night.
Bro, you're
Only on
garbage.
the dark side, baby. All
Yeah.
my friends, they call you crazy, but I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off, only on the dark side, baby.
I don't know. Here we go down here, defeated. Who won last, Darius?
Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe. Crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night, only on the dark side, baby. All my friends, they call me crazy. I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off, only on the dark side, baby. Sunrise in your eyes. We can say goodbye.
So I'm about to go. I won last. Ain't that what you said the criteria was? You look for the last?
Under city lights.
Hi, everyone.
Excuse me. can't do my goddamn.
One time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Bol. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. And you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Great touch from KD, great range too.
Nesmith, the pass to Turner. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Richards. Durant inside. Booker finds Beal. That 3 off the mark. Now Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50-40-90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Now, Nesmith, following Durant's three-point attempt. Nesmith. And he gets beat. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
The line for the Pacers, Aaron Neesmith, taking 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now Kevin Durant. Bradley Beal missing from long range. 3 on the clock. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Credit Beal for not losing track of the clock there. He had his eyes on that as he attacked.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Halliburton's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Bull can't hit. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And stolen by Siakam. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Bangs home the trifecta.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
And, Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Pass to Nembhard. And here is Turner. Beal with the block. Booker dishes to KD. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the dunk by Bull.
Does he even have to jump? Bull is a long guy.
Driving to the basket. Neesmith can't get it to go. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now here's Booker, still without a basket. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Richards over Siakam. Up again. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Booker with it. Tries yet again. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one. allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Here's Beal. Out to KD. 5 to shoot. There's the screen. And a missed layup. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And Halliburton slams it in.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nembhard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Goes up again. And that one's good. Richards got his first basket.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Durant just inside the line. Durant going to work inside.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Here's Halliburton. Out to Turner. The 3. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Durant the pass to Richards. Durant inside. Neesmith covering. KD's shot is off. Here's Nembhard. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Richards finds Booker. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Booker against Halliburton. Over Booker. Here's Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
First, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for Phoenix.
closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
And he gets the bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Beal. Here's Shepard. Back to Mathurin. A floater, and it's Durant with the rebound. Here's Booker. Oh! Booker with the bounce.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Shepard. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
He gets it in there. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the amazing crossover there? Demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's Bull in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bryant. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Buries it from three-point range. Mathurin's got the first basket of the third quarter for Indiana.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And there's the drive. A shot by McConnell, no good. Phoenix leading by 4. Beal, that's for 2. Toppin pulls it in.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Shepard with the ball. KD's on him. So it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Shepard. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Suns leading by 4. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge.
First team foul. Shooting for Indiana.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Nesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. First one falls for him. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Takes it out to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Durant. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Durant. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Bol. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Out to Turner. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
Boy, just destroying the defense's confidence with his ridiculous bounce and his skill. Miles Turner, special.
And Devin Booker in the paint.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Nesmith with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. Durant just inside the line. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Neesmith. Lets it go with a three. Beal pulls it in. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Suns. 6-point game. Good work there as it goes.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Neesmith. Rebound by the Suns. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Timeout.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Start.
20 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Booker. 13 points in the game. From the arc. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Toppin in at the 3 slot. Here's Durant. The powerful flush by Durant.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
Halliburton is double. Pass to Toppin. Now Nembhard, 6 on the shot clock. Shakes him. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton for 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Beal. A 3 ball. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Beal. And it's an 11-point Phoenix lead.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Nembhard with it. Siakam with it. Now Bol defending. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Booker the pass to Bol. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Aaron Neesmith has checked in for Toppin. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Pacers trail by 11. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Booker with no one around, a three-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Nembhard. Misses the 3. Suns leading by 11. Outside for Beal. Outside Durant. Top of the key. Phoenix no good that time either. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Turner finds Nembhard. Can they get it? Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Nembhard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Now here's Beal, guarded closely. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Now, here's Siakam. In the corner, it's Nesmith. It's Nembhard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. He gets that one.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's KD. No good on the quick 3.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Bol. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Pacers trail by 4. Siakam, right side. To the wing right side. From outside, off the mark.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And that one's good. Durant.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles him.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
Scooped up. Second shot opportunity. Booker left side. Here's Bol. Outside for Durant. 4 on the clock. And another shot. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Durant.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Durant. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David.